this is going to sound so weird, but believe it or not, the people that have diarrhea and the people that are constipated both have the same problem. They're both constipated. The people that get diarrhea are people who are doing a thing that's called tunneling. Okay, so what goes in their mouth is tunneling down, and transit time is it's just like shooting through. Now, I don't digest, and their food isn't digesting. They're not digesting their food. They don't have enough fiber in their body, and their digestive tract is completely and totally out of balance, likely impacted in certain areas. They probably suffer from IBS because they're just saying, oh, they're used to not going. Other people feel good when they go like that because they've had this cleanse and this release, but they're not going on a normal basis. So it gets, I tell people, if you're going like that, start slow. Use a half pack and use 4 ounces of water. You got a very, very sensitive digestive system, which is telling me that's part of the problem when you're feeling fatigue and low in energy. Okay. And the
So, so just to explain to us why this product versus, I go to the drugstore and I bought something in a canister at a drugstore. That never bothered me. Why this? Why is this doing it? Like, as far as it working, it doing that job.
It is because of the high octane ingredients in there. Okay, number one, you can go and get that canister at the drugstore, but it is not at all. It looks kind of like it, the powder, but it's not like that at all. And so we have a lot of what we call polycosynols in there, and that is not obviously getting absorbed. It's probably gelling different, because I never taken the orange canister one. I never have, ever. I probably should have years ago, but I didn't. And so it's really, really tough when they're introducing fiber. The interesting thing that I found in that course was that we always talked about that. The fact is that North Americans are getting 8 to 15 grams of fiber. Like, that was the stats back, I don't know, in the mid to late 90s. We truly were eating different then. But today they're saying that people are only getting 4 to 5 grams of fiber, of real fiber a day in the North American diet. On average, some days.
So how many grams is in that?
5.
So this one packet is more than most people are getting in a day.
Correct.
All the food that they eat during the day.
Correct, because it's so processed.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I used to always talk, and I know that Burma Hicks talked too, about all of this fiber that we need. Like, I learned in the very first month that I was here that I needed 40 grams of fiber in my diet a day. I think that's the first thing I taught you guys, you and your kids.
Yeah.
Now they're saying in research, because we're in such bad shape, we need 40 to 100 grams of fiber a day in the diet. And when I heard that, I just dropped my pen. I understand this. How to get people to 40 grams of fiber, that is a challenge. How are we ever going to get them to 100? And some people are so sick, and these people that get this diarrhea right away from the balance need to step back and start, if you're going to continue on the balance, with a half a pack. And it's going to take some time, probably 3 or 4 weeks, before they can move it up. If they're being constipated, they got to take less too, so that the body adjusts to having that fiber.
And drink more water.
And drink more water. I was just going to say that, and get that water into them. And so, and that balance is more powerful for what's going on out there in society today than anybody could ever imagine. And so when somebody would come to me and make that complaint, it's very easy for me to say, I get it. I understand. But is there something else that I should know about what's going on with you? And they're just going to go, huh? And well, like maybe you're on some kind of drug. And maybe you're on a lot of drugs. Maybe you're not eating right. Like, I mean, what is it that you need to know, that I need to know so that I can help you best? Anybody can ask that question. And anybody that's a member of this group can come back and ask me. They can send me a message and say, help. I asked them your question and this is the information I got. And I most frequently would say, let's do a 3-way with them. And you see me do that.
Yeah.
With no knowledge. But that doesn't mean that you and I or any of us can make the people take the product consistently.